President Obama has a busy schedule this week in his push for a military strike against Syria. And critical decisions could be made this week with Congress coming back from recess. Here's Martha Shade with the latest. This development has shocked a lot of people here in Nashville. The cab driver who accused former Titan Keith Bullock of robbery resigned from his job at United Cab Company. The owner of United says Habib Hashi turned in his car last week and has not been heard from since. Hashi told police that the former linebacker snatched $100 from him outside of a bar on Church Street about 2 weeks ago. But Hashi's credibility has been questioned ever since. A hearing on the case will be held later this month. Hendersonville police are looking for a pair of burglary suspects this morning. Here's a few surveillance photos they released. Officers say the suspects used a stolen credit card at a Madison Walmart yesterday. According to police, the card was stolen earlier in the day during a car burglary. The suspects may be driving a tan or brown Chevy Trailblazer. If you recognize them, call Hendersonville police. Columbia police have identified a body that was found near some railroad tracks just over a week ago. According to our partners at the Daily Herald, officers are now trying to find his relatives. Here's a picture of him. His name is Francisco Hernandez. Last Saturday, his body was found by a man who was walking his dog. Police believe Hernandez died weeks earlier, but officers say there were no signs of foul play. A fight over a proposed landfill in Murray County may heat up later this week. On Wednesday, county leaders will review a zoning request for the project. A Colorado company wants to build an 840-acre landfill along Monsanto Road. Folks who live nearby are concerned about the noise, the smell, the dump's potential impact on the environment. 8:36 is your time right now. Another big fight over charter schools may be on the horizon. Later this week, the Metro Council is set to vote on a plan urging local school leaders to stop approving new charter schools. As usual, the problem is money. Every year, school spending takes a giant chunk of money out of the city budget, and lately those costs have been on the rise because of new charter schools. If Governor Haslam or State Education Commissioner Kevin Huffman force Metro into more charters without changing the state's school funding formula, the city may file a lawsuit. It's now been 12 years since the 9/11 terror attacks, and this week people across the country will pause to remember those who died. Right now, you're seeing a live picture outside of the Tennessee Tower where firefighters from across the state are gathering for a memorial stair climb. They're going to be heading up the stairs of the Tennessee Tower, and they're going to do this 4 times. The effort is designed to match the climb of the Twin Towers. The World Trade Center had 110 stories. The Tennessee Tower only has 28 floors, so that's why they have to do it over and over. The annual climb honors the 343 firefighters who died in the line of duty. 2 former Marines are making their way through Tennessee on a cross-country trek to help injured service members. Adam Shatarsky and Kristen Opel started what's called the Wounded Walk. Back in June, the 2 started walking from California. They're heading to D.C., and their goal is to raise $100,000, all for the Wounded Warrior Project.
The grand plan is just
change as many lives and help as many people as possible.
Raise funds and awareness.
So far, the 2 have walked more than 2,000 miles. If you'd like to follow or support them, we have a link on our website, WSMV.com. A very nice thing that they are doing. And I know at least a few people I know got up early to get the walk, the run, the bike ride out of the way
before the heat.
Because it's going to get hot, yeah.
It's a great idea. We already have some heat building throughout Middle Tennessee, and the sun has made a big appearance downtown. We'll have a little taste of fall as we go into next weekend, Ann.
Ooh, Saturday looks nice. Looks clear. All right, just ahead, a big announcement about the next Boston Marathon. A look at some of the changes organizers are making. And a live picture of Bridgestone Arena this morning. It looks huge in our shot. Wow. Weather heating up. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Here's a live picture of I-65 at Trinity Lane. No accidents through Metro this morning, according to TDOT, so your drive should be pretty smooth. Now to more local headlines. Police think a mother who crashed her car and died had some type of medical condition. We told you about this story yesterday morning. 32-year-old Lauren Way's SUV went off the road and hit a chain link fence yesterday on Chesapeake Drive. She was taken to Skyline Hospital where she died. She had her 3-month-old son in the car with her. Thankfully, he was not hurt. Runners from the Boston Marathon this year are going to get a second chance to finish the race. The Boston Athletic Association says it's going to add 9,000 spots to next year's marathon. They're doing it to help the 5,000 runners who could not finish the race because of the double bombings. The group says they're going to plant yellow daffodils along the race route as a sign of rebirth. The bombings killed 3 people and injured hundreds. The Nashville Ballet is holding open auditions for their Christmas production of The Nutcracker. The dancers are beautiful. Auditions for the youth cast are happening today. Kids have to be 7 to 11 years old to try out. It's at the Martin Center for Nashville Ballet starting at 11 this morning. There's a $10 fee to be aware of. If you can't get there today, there's going to be another audition next Sunday at the same place, the Martin Center. Last year, 160 kids performed in the Nashville Ballet, in that show particularly. So beautiful.
One pays $10 to audition?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want them to pay me to audition.
I know. It is nerve-wracking auditioning for those.
For sure.
I had one audition in my life, and I totally chickened out for it.
Really?
The Broadway show of Annie.
Really?
I did not make it into the play.
But you have the right name and everything.
I know.
All right, we're taking a look at our weather headlines today and tomorrow. Possible thunderstorm, 92 degrees, just a 20% chance of rain for us today and tomorrow. Saturday next weekend is looking really, really lovely.
I love how we've had some nice weekends, because for a while there it was
For a while,
rainy,
we had
rainy.
stormy weekends. I don't know. I mean, I recall that very well.
It turned around. Well, we're talking about food now, which is always a great topic. If you need to grab a quick bite to eat, you might want to listen to this, though.
Yeah. We have a low score in our restaurant report this week. The McDonald's on McGavick Pike scored a 56. The major violations were numerous cockroaches found in the kitchen and the toilets not flushing properly. Now remember, the restaurant does have a chance to fix the problems and get another inspection. And on the upside, Ann,
The NC Market on Rosa Parks Boulevard scored a 100. Congratulations. Bella Napoli on Villa Place also scored a perfect 100. Love to see that. And you probably love to see football, so it's time to catch a case of football fever today. The Titans season opener just hours away. We're going to hear from Coach Mike Munchak when we come back. Time for your final weather check this morning.
looking outside, we have sunshine overall today. We're expecting partly cloudy skies and temperatures this morning. We are up into the 70s at this point. Slowly, we've been rising in that direction. Now, we do have a slight chance of a shower or a thunder shower popping up today, so not a bad idea to keep the rain gear along just in case, but it's only a 20% chance. Another hot one, 92 degrees.
Hot, hot, hot. And for our evening news, join Nancy and Alan tonight at 5. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
We will be here.
Yeah.